Good morning, guys. As you can see behind me, it's winter. Got up this morning and was faced with this. We're heading down to Coffee Club. We're bundled up pretty good. It's cold. I think the bike's away for winter now. And my hand is freezing. Wind is cold. I'm gonna let you go. I'm almost at Coffee Club. Be on the lookout for some videos out today. I'm not sure where I'm gonna go and what I'm doing, but I'm gonna bring it to you guys. All right, I'll see you guys in a second.
And the pedestrians grabbed the guy, and then they called the cops. He chased her right off the street for cutting him off, and she didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, it's a mistake, and he jumped on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he threw her right into the wall in the parking lot, was chasing her around and trying to beat her up. And one pedestrian grabbed him, and another one held him down.
I was at Burlington at my son's place on the balcony, watching a lady in her car getting pushed over to the curb from this other guy. She was terrorized. She was terrorizing. Anyways, all she had to do was pull into a gas station or something to get someone to help her, but she kept on driving. He'd go, and she'd be all, oh, so crazy. She was in a panic mood, I guess, mode.
I remember
She didn't know what to do.
about 15 years ago, so going over to Toronto on the highway, and this fucking guy, he just cut me right off. I didn't do nothing. I didn't even give him the finger. I just went like this, and he's waving me to pull over. Okay. I don't give a fuck. I pull over. He pulls over. He gets out. He's walking toward me. I get out. He's about 5'3". He saw me. He turned around, got in the car, and gone. I said, you gotta do your homework, pal. Don't mouth off. Make sure who's in the other car.
Oh, my twin brother, before he died, he was going on the highway, and two guys started going into him, cutting him off, and telling him to pull over. So he pulls over, and they pull over behind him, and they get out, and he's pretending he's getting out, and he gets in and takes off. And they're stuck in.
That's pretty bright.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be too bright to say, "What's up, guys? What's up? Come on."
You're alone. That was in my pissed off years back then that I didn't do shit. But I didn't do nothing. He's mad at me. He's the one who cut me off.
I just watched a video last night. It was a road rage one, and the guy pulls over, and the other guy pulls over, and he gets out, and then the one guy just beats him to death with a tire iron. It's all over in 2 minutes. The guy got one punch in, then he got hit in the head, and then he got hit in the head again, and then he went down, and then he got his head caved in.
Did the guy go to jail? Who put
No.
the tire iron to him?
No. People don't go to... You only go to jail if you, 1, get caught, 2, you stick around, 3, someone tells on you. No. Murder's only murder if there's a body, Murray.
And nobody wants to get involved. They don't want to go to court.
Right?
Nobody wants to be a witness.
Well, there's something heavy that can go on for years. Yeah.
You don't see nothing. I don't know. And the
You
cops
just
know
shove the
you
body
saw
into the
something.
ditch and you drive off.
Like roadkill, eh?
That's right. If someone's dumb enough to come and try to attack you over a turn signal, then they deserve to get rolled into a ditch dead. Far too many scumbags on the road thinking they can do anything and say anything. And then when the tables are turned and they're on their knees with a gun in their mouth, they're like, no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Yeah, well,
Isn't that amazing?
you weren't fucking talking like that before when you were driving next to me, flipping me off.
Yeah.
That happened going 40
Now
years
you got a gun in your
old.
mouth, you're suddenly all sorry.
We're driving, this guy's cutting everybody, cutting me off. Okay, fine, but he's cutting her. And up the road, I said, son of a bitch. He's in a ditch inside.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's
And he's
good.
not hurt. And I slow down. And I
Drive
go,
and wave at him.
I waved
See ya,
at him.
loser. That's
just-
awesome.
I said, good for you, you
That's
son of a
awesome.
bitch. Good for you. If you were hurt, I wouldn't even stop.
We
I
were
told
in
her,
Florida.
I ain't stopping if he's hurt even.
We were in Florida on the highway, and we seen a car. It was a fancy one. We didn't know what it was, but a fancy car whipping by. We were cutting in and out of
Yeah.
things. And same thing about maybe 10 minutes later, we're driving, and fucking he's pulled over. He's got two state troopers behind him, and he's getting a ticket. And it's like, you idiot.
Oh, I've seen that too. With
Yeah.
a cop radar, and I drive by slow, and the cops give him the ticket, and the guy looks at me, and I'm waving. You know? Good for you, you son of a bitch. The only thing I'd feel bad if the guy was like that, and nuts, and he got in an accident, and I drive by, and there's a little kid in the car hurt, but I drive by. You know, I don't give a shit about him. But you think. I always used to think that I hope there's no, somebody in there that's hurt, small.
There's someone you know.
But you want to see the look on that guy's face when I'm waving at him, and he's waving me to help him. Like he probably didn't have a cell phone or nothing. I'm thinking, no way, I ain't stopping for
Screw
you.
him. You should have thought about that before he acted like an asshole on the road.
I was smiling my ass off. I was so happy because when he passed me, I said to Nora, I said, I hope something. I hope he gets a ticket.
Or it's like
I hope
when
there's
you-
radar. I hope there's something. And she said, oh look,
Or it's like when you see a bully in the crowd get knocked out, right? And it's like everyone's like, that was coming.
I love that.
Yeah. No one deserved that better. I love it when bullies get killed.
I'll never forget the New Year's. I drove home drunk with my wife and kids, and I broke down a flat tire right in the middle of Highway 5 and 10, Mississauga. I'm too drunk to get out. My wife's drunk. And I get a knock on the window. I open the window, and there's two guys in suits. And they said, give us the keys to the car. I said, well, I showed them my wallet. I got no money. They said, don't worry about it. Here's the keys, and we'll change the tire. So they changed the tire, and off I went. I thought, holy fuck, where are these guys come from?
I know.
I'm sitting in the middle, right
That's
in
awesome.
the middle of Mississauga,
Yeah.
too. Like a sitting duck.
Because you don't,
I never drank, too, but that one time I did.
you never see that.
And I'm right in the middle. I was too drunk. I didn't get drunk very often. Not
On
often.
a similar vein, we were in Florida, in Orlando, and we had just coming back from dinner. We were heading back to our hotel, right? And we got out of the restaurant, got into the parking lot, and our keys were locked in the car. You could see them sitting on the fucking thing. So we're standing in this parking lot. It's not too late or whatever, right? But it's a kind of a out of the way parking lot to the side. So we're sitting there, and we're obviously in distress and stuff. My sister and me, thought we were gonna have to live in the parking lot. These two guys come out of the dark, and they come up to us, and the one guy, he says, you guys are in trouble. I see it, and my dad says, yeah, we locked the keys in, blah blah blah. And the one guy said, no problem, and he sent his buddy into his house, and they came out with a coat hanger, and they broke into our car for us, and we got it. But it could have been anybody, right? These two guys out of the dark.
That happened to me in Buffalo. Myself in the black section going to jazz bar at 2 in the morning. The keys, I go from the bar to these two guys come out. And what's the matter? He's healed. He's got the coat hanger. I can get in your car for you.
That's sort of what these guys
I
did.
said,
Like
"Oh, thanks."
any other day, these guys were breaking into
He
cars.
said, I
and
can get in
today
your car for you. He opens his sweater. He's got the coat hanger. I said, oh, that's pretty neat. I said, how do you do that? So I took it out. For years, I had one in the trunk of my car. He said, well, just straighten it out and keep it,
That's funny.
So you think he'd open it up and say, now get rid of it. Bye, boy, I got your car.
But it was funny. These guys probably break into cars,
Yeah.
right? Like, why would you carry something like that around solely
Well, he
unless
could've
you
took
break
my
it into
car.
cars? Yeah.
Once he opened it up, he'd say, back off.
Well, they probably have a good what is it? A good deed ratio.
See,
So
the
that every
Canadian-
once in a while they have to
You
do
see
one
the
or two
Canadian
good
license
things.
plates,
and
they don't
I
mind
help
that.
them out.
Yeah,
They're
it's
obviously
Canadian,
too
oh,
stupid
that's
to
okay.
drive.
We like it, but I couldn't believe
Can't
it.
be
Oh, I
trusted
can get
with
in your
their
car. I know a guy worked with his son. He had a brand new car, and he bought about a $9,000 stereo system in his car. And he's in a bar in Buffalo or Toronto. bragging in the bar about, I got a $9,000. He comes out, it's gone. What the shit? The cops come. You know what? He says the cops told him they got the whole back windshield was not even broken, taken out nicely on the sidewalk. He said they got a tool that goes and
Takes
they
the molding out.
take the window down with the suction. He says that they know how to take that thing out in less than a minute. That stereo sound system, and his back windshield was on the sidewalk, not a scratch on it.
Wow.
They'll get in your car in less than 3 minutes.
That's funny.
But you don't go in a strange bar in Toronto and say, I got a $9,000 sound system in my car. He's just asking for it.
Well, you don't go to Toronto and go bar hopping with a Rolex watch.
Oh, jeez. You need a $19 Timex.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you don't want to lose rings either, like, you know, wedding ring that you've had. You can't replace
Yeah,
it.
people look for this stuff.
You can't replace
he's got
it,
a
right?
Rolex watch.
Yeah.
Let's follow him to the car. Oh yeah, they'll beat you. They'll probably kill you for it.
I'm walking down Buffalo, I was about 20. And this guy, a nice black man, he had a big jacket. How many did he get? He didn't even look at me. And he pulls open his jacket. He must have
I'll
had
get another
20
one if I
watches
can.
in his coat. You want to watch, man?
And he's sure enough, he's got
He
60.
wouldn't even look at me. And I said, no, thanks, I'm all right. So I'm window shopping. 4 hours later, I'm walking back on the other side of Main Street. Same guy, because he didn't recognize me. You're not looking at faces, right? He walks beside me, man. I know, you already got me this morning. He opens the coat. I looked, I said, holy shit, he's got nice watches. How much you want for them? $20 each, he says. I was so tempted because they were some beautiful watches. And you know they're all hot, eh?
I've got for $20. Fucking
20
cares.
bucks. I
Right.
thought, Jesus, that looks nice over there. I'm thinking that was
I've actually bought fake watches because they're so cheap and they look so good. I bought a fake Rolex off of my buddy. The back, when you undid it, it even had like the crown on the thing. They had it like the detail was amazing. You took the back of the watch off and it had a clear case, so you could see all the actual inner workings and everything. Like it was really nice.
Some of them they got like that, and you want to buy a Rolex, and there was a fake Rolex that
Well,
too
no,
many
no.
letters in it.
No, hear me out.
Rolex in it.
So I had this. It was a pretty much perfect copy, and I broke the crystal on it, and I took it in to get it fixed, and nobody would touch it.
They wouldn't?
No, anyone, because obviously it was fake.
Yeah.
Even though it was a really, really, really,
And
really
they
good
wouldn't-
fake, they still wouldn't touch
wouldn't
it.
touch it.
No.
But they're good quality.
I know, but then you're putting Rolex parts in a fake. That's why they wouldn't touch
Fake
it,
watch.
right?
Even though it's fake, it's good quality.
It was a good watch. I had it for like 4
this-
years.
I don't think this is a real fossil.
It was
Sure.
it was an automatic winder, so you didn't even have to wind it. You just like it moved. Like it was a really, really good fake, but it was a fake.
Shit, I had a $19 from Walmart Timex that lasted 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it funny how that works, right?
15 years.
You get a fancy,
And it was the
fancy one
kind,
that
you
should
know-
last forever, and it's gone in 3 years.
I lost mine
It was
in
the
the
wind-up
lake.
one, you know.
But in the back of your drawer, you've got a Casio that was from 1970, and it's still running
I know.
in your drawer. In the
I
back of
lost
your
mine in
drawer.
the lake one year, and the next year I found it.
What?
It's still ticking.
That's incredible.
No, that was an advertising.
Keeps on
It
ticking.
was. It was true, too. though.
Keeps on ticking.
It was
That's
true.
a commercial.
That's
It's
the
supposed to
plot
be
of a
true.
commercial.
It's supposed to be true, though.
It's like the guy who's telling a story, and it's like, wait a minute, I know that. That's the plot to the movie, blah, blah, blah. What are you talking about?
But isn't that amazing how it can last a whole year in the water?
Some guy found a camera, a GoPro, when he was diving, and it was from 3 years old, and the memory card was still good, and he tracked
kidding.
down the owner. Yeah.
Anytime.
I remember my dad's wedding ring. I used to wear it.
Time for
It
the
was too
smoke,
big.
right?
So I shoveling snow, and it went, why the hell? So I don't use it no more because it's big. A year later, and I got a stone driveway. I'm walking. 1 year later, what's that shiny thing? My dad's ring.
That's amazing.
I thought, oh, I felt so bad because that's in the 40s and the 30s, that wedding ring, you know, my dad's. And I thought, where? 1 year later, I'm going to my car and I'm checking the tire pressure on the front tire. What's that? Holy shit. Lucky my tire didn't went over it because stone driveway, it would have pushed it into the thing. A year later, I found that wedding ring, and I'm not wearing that no more. I'm putting that away, you know.
So,
It's amazing how we keep them. You don't lose them.
Well, I ended up putting tape underneath because his fingers must have been bigger, and
What?
if I went like this, it would fall out.
Wet?
In the
No, no,
winter
it's
and
just-
the summer, our
do I make any
fingers
money? No,
swing.
no, I'm losing money over here.
I think in the
I'm
winter
gonna
they
go to a
swing.
different coffee shop.
Different too. Like,
What one?
my dad's wedding ring, I couldn't get too tight, and yet it would go loose on this one. I couldn't get it past the knuckle on this one.
Rose to
No, and you're right. Are you right-handed?
I'm both.
Oh,
I
okay.
write, left, and right. You can't tell that I'm
Ambidextrous.
baseball. I'm left, right.
Ambidextrous?
Yeah, I've been all my life like that. And,
Rose to
You need the key, Nick, if you're going.
we got 15 minutes yet.
Don't leave the breakfast with you, or don't say
Why the fuck would you leave a breakfast with me? What the fuck am I gonna do with a breakfast, Nick? Stupid question.
nobody cares.
Thanks for grabbing a breakfast for her. I'll see you back at the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're leaving in about 15 minutes. Warm up, warm everything up, right?
Kleenex
Warm
in
the
there
house up.
going.
Warm the house up for him.
You know, there's heat.
Yeah.
Did you warm up your vehicle, Don?
I will. We're
Oh,
going,
God.
we got 15 minutes yet.
No,
I,
you don't.
I love that kid, but fuck, man, some of the
Yeah?
shit he says when he'll open his mouth and say something so stupid, it's like, fuck. Or his idea of small talk is to just burst out with a question or something that one, nobody asked, two, nobody gives a shit about,
Yeah.
three, right? Like,
I know,
and that's
yeah.
what he thinks small talk is, coming out with something like, "Oh, I washed my clothes yesterday."
Yeah.
Nobody cares, Nick.
Zimmerman's worse.
Is he?
Zim?
No,
like
Nick.
They're talking about something
That
slow.
fucking Zim.
Yeah, but at
You know
least
what
Zim
I've
has
come to
some
conclusion? He
intelligence,
loves to
right?
fucking
Nick
laugh,
is
don't he?
pretty dumb.
Huh?
He loves to laugh, Zim.
Yeah.
Don't you think he does?
Oh, he's a.
He loves to
He
laugh.
talks about
I feel
it,
bad
though.
because, right? How do you, how
Talks
do you have a
about
conversation
people
with a
that
guy with a 14-year-old
minute ago
mentality?
and how he
Right?
told him.
Did tire me.
It's like,
I think
yeah, he's
where I had
exhausting
my
because
friends in the other donut shop, they said,
you can't tell him. Nobody
they
cares.
mention people that you
I
don't
always
even
tell
know
him
their
that.
name. They'll say, "Oh yeah, John did that." Who the fuck's John?
Yeah, we don't know by name.
Well, no,
by
you gotta
sight,
teach
yes,
him,
but-
right?
Yeah.
Nobody
not
needs
good
to
with
know about
names.
what you just. He'll explain something he just did. So we're sitting there. He
Everybody-
does something, then he goes, ah ha ha
Like those
ha. I
five
did
guys
blah blah
I
blah.
like.
I know, Nick.
I
I was
don't
right
go
there.
to them because,
I watched you. I was with you the side when you did it.
We have a topic that we're going to talk
God
about.
bless
You
him.
might
I
like
just
fishing,
keep
you
going.
might like computers, you might, you know what I mean? So
Well, no, it is important to
It might
tell
not
him
be
though,
interesting
because
to
otherwise
me,
he's going to
to
go
you.
his whole life thinking that's how to do small talk,
Them
and
guys
that's
never
not
let
how you
you
do small
finish.
talk.
because if they're not interested
You find
in
the
fishing,
common
like
conversation,
example,
Greg.
I get the one guy shit. I say, you know, I'm
Well, he
fucking
can.
pissed off at you guys. I just
He
here's what I
tries.
said.
His idea of
I
small
went
talk
fishing
is telling
yesterday,
us he
I
did his
found
laundry
3
or he
bass.
did something. You know,
That's
like,
it.
dude,
I go. I
nobody
went
cares.
fishing and the guy would cut me off. Yeah, and my computer.
God bless him.
You know?
He tries so hard though, eh?
I said, you know, you're not interested. I'm not interested when you say,
Right,
but I listen. You know, let the guy finish. It's interesting to him.
Right.
I said, how long did that take? I went fishing yesterday, caught 13 Williams bass. That's it. I went fishing and, oh yeah, I went the computer.
The games.
I said, you know, the fuck, I said, how the hell were you brought up? You fucking asshole.
Okay, I'm gonna go out first. Okay.
I'm gonna go out with a smoke with her.
But they're not interested.
Okay.
Only in the
See you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.